Hello, hello. Welcome to this week's dev stream. My name is Hans Magne, known on the forums as Lufthansi, and I'm joined here today by the lead narrative designer on Victoria 3, Victoria.
Hello.
Today we were thinking of, last time we played, we showcased some of Spain, volume a bit low. Apologies. Last time we played here, we showcased early game Spain, and we were thinking today we would travel to the west towards the land of Portugal. And should we do that just now?
We should also show the brilliant new
Oh, it is beautiful. And loading in the game as Portugal will mean that the outline of the map that you can see when we've loaded in is slightly different from the Spanish one. The Spanish one had motifs from, well, Spanish history, showcasing important moments like the Reconquista and the Napoleonic War. And the Portuguese one will be slightly different from this, showcasing instead important moments from Portuguese history. You can see it at the very bottom of the map once loading in here. Look here. I'll leave it to the members of the chat to identify the historical events they think they can identify, but there's quite a lot of them.
All right, so journal entries.
Yeah,
okay.
please.
Okay, so first we have the Reign of the Devourers journal entry. This refers to a period in Portuguese history immediately following the end of the Liberal Wars. The end of the Liberal Wars marked the ascendance to power of a faction of the Liberals known as the Cartists, named as such because of their adherence to the...
Turn the in-game volume down just a bit. It's just a bit loud.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. That'll be perfect.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Okay. Where was I? The Cartists, yes. Named as such because of their adherence to the constitutional charter of, I'm going to hopefully get this date right, 1826. And the constitutional charter of 1826 was interesting in that it wasn't a proper constitution, because constitutions generally establish a state as the supreme political representative of its chosen people. They are presumably, at least nominally, enacted by the will of the people through some sort of democratic process, but the Portuguese Constitutional Charter of 1826 was a royal decree in essence, and the left of the Portuguese liberals didn't like this, while the right of the Portuguese liberals were willing to accept this.
I see someone's commenting on the fact that you're losing money already at the start of the game as Portugal.
Oh yes.
Which is a good segue almost into the other piece of content here, I would say.
Yes. So we are losing money because we are broke after the Liberal Wars, or the Portuguese Civil War. Historically, Portugal defaulted quite a lot. So that's the bad outcome if you are not very fiscally prudent. In order to pay back Portugal's massive debt, the Cartists embarked upon a series of privatizations of state and church land, as can be seen here. For as long as this journal entry is active, you're going to have forced privatization, as well as increased standard of living for the upper strata. And the reason that this is because these privatizations were done in a sort of, ad hoc and not very good manner. Rather than benefiting the state treasury, these privatizations tended to transfer large amounts of property to the liberal political leaders themselves for prices much lower than the properties would have gone for on the open market. So you have the state selling off all of its assets for fire sale prices.
And it's also led to one of the better labels or political descriptions here in both real life and in the game, which is the Devourers. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So as you can see here, this journal entry has 4 possible outcomes. One, you can actually pay off all of your debts and get sort of the cartist good ending, which is like, okay, we have turned our outrageously corrupt fire sales into something that's actually like fiscally sound. And then of course we have the bad ending, where if you privatize everything without paying off your debt, well, everything is very depressing. But you know, you've stayed in power, so it's not entirely over yet. And for the left liberals, you can either overthrow the government and get a revolution, or you can peacefully remove the right liberals from power and enact a proper constitution.
There's quite a lot of different paths in this initial journal entry, in other words. And we were thinking we would leave this up to the chat, what
Yes.
path we will pursue for this particular playthrough. So please feel free to post your preferences in the comment field here, and we'll
Yes.
see.
Shall we overthrow the government, chat, or shall we not overthrow the government? While we wait for chat to decide that, I'm going to start, well, playing the game.
Someone's voted for the January Revolution. We should also try, we discussed it before the start of the stream, that we want to try to make it also up until the oh, apologies, I had a brain fart here. Up until the springtime of the people journal entry, because there are some interesting changes there that we would like to show to all of you. And it seems that we have a pro-revolution
Yes.
chat today. Big surprise.
Very strongly for revolution. So what I'm going to do is show off something interesting. I am going to tank our electoral confidence by rigging the election in favor of the right liberals. And as you can see here, you have the liberal movement, and in its activism factors, you can see that because of our low electoral confidence, the liberal movement is gaining activism, which means that you can accelerate a liberal or radical revolution by constantly rigging elections. The degree to which liberals care about rigging elections is actually mitigated by, let's go here, by these effects here. So liberals will care about 65% less due to our legal system, whereas radicals can never be sated if their opinion is not modified by this. But because we are quite a backwards country, we don't have egalitarianism yet, so we are contending primarily with the liberal movement. And in terms of political parties, right now we have the Cartist party representing the right liberals, and we have the Vintist party representing the left liberals. The Vintist party is sort of ahistorical. These guys didn't really have a party name at the time because they were under heavy government repression. There's some events about this coming up later. But the Vintists were... They refer to the Portuguese liberals of the 1920s, and the radical liberals in Portugal at this time tended to call themselves Vintists after the 20s.
It's an issue we run into frequently in the sense that established formal political parties are not always that much of a thing throughout the Victorian time period, especially in countries such as France. So the informal names for these parties are often used instead of the alternative, which is a non-existent one.
So here you can see an event where you get to repress the liberals. So what we can do here is that you can either shut down the Patriotic Society or accept the Patriotic Society's existence. Now, the thing is here, I don't really care about liberal pop attraction. What I want is to get the liberal activism as high as possible so that I can have a revolution. So I'm going to choose to beat these people with truncheons, as happened historically.
I see some people asking whether or not other peoples can interfere in this journal. Not directly. There may be some indirect methods for them to do so, but nothing more than that.
And as you can see here, we are at 58% radicalism for the liberal movement and increasing. And here we have our second pulse event for this. Historically, the treasury building burned down at the height of Deverismo, and the narrative the Liberals accepted for this was that the government had orchestrated this in order to cover up its corruption. Now, we don't know whether this is true or not. This is a historical question that doesn't have an answer, but the thing with conspiracy theories is that it doesn't really matter if they're true or not to affect society. So here we can pump up activism some more by not sacrificing anybody and instead just saying, nah, don't worry about it.
We could also perhaps highlight some of the more map changes that has happened in
Yes.
Portugal. I think we slightly went over this in the last stream, but it doesn't hurt paying a little bit more attention to it this time.
Yes, do you want the states map mode?
States map is good.
Let's
I
see the
would
states
say.
map mode. All right, so we have 4 states now.
We do, and a lot of people have been complaining about the merger of Alentejo and Algarves.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, when checking out what a separate Algarve state would mean in game, it was not very impressive. Big apologies to the many chat members from Algarves here, but we have at least made some changes to the north, separated Beira away from the Entredoro and Minho state, and made especially the Douro one more attractive if you were to want to grow some wine.
Yes, let's show off the well, first of all, I'm going to build some more wine vineyards here, and this is a special tool that will help us later. Because, of course, we have a company. Where are we here? Where are we? Aha, here we go.
Aha.
We can make port wine.
We can indeed. We were considering whether or not including actual port wine into the stream here would be appropriate or not, and unfortunately, I ran out of time to even consider it.
Yes, in Sweden we have this system where you can only buy alcohol at one system. You can only buy alcohol at one store, and it's very far away from the office. So
Terrible.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
Someone's asking if this is the Portuguese or the Spanish version. The game should be able to detect whether or not which country you're booting up the game as.
Let's see.
So if you're booting up the game as
Oh shoot, we're on the Spanish version.
oh
Okay.
well,
Okay, let's switch over to the Portuguese version.
um,
Okay, so here is the proper Portuguese history
Brilliant.
timeline.
fantastic. No mistakes were made. I think actually we showed off this one at the time of the Spanish one. Well, brilliant. Mistakes have been made.
Oh shoot, we have a famine in Indonesia. So I'm going to be like a good person, and I'm going to put an emergency relief doctrine or decree there. Right. So let's check on the liberal movement. We're at 59%, and it will uptick to 85%. And historically, this revolution happened in September because it coincided with the arrival of opposition deputies from the city of Porto. Of course, the elections in 1836 were rigged, and the city of Lisbon returned mostly Cardist deputies. But Porto, which was a very liberal city at the time, it returned a lot of left-wing deputies. And as the left-wing deputies trickled into Lisbon, they came at the top of a crowd of revolutionaries and the National Guard. So the arrival of the opposition deputies surrounded the royal palace and allowed the overthrow of the government in a manner typical of these early 19th century revolutions.
As can be seen from also the previous dev stream and the previous dev diaries. Electoral fraud and rigging elections is a fairly large component of this DLC.
Here we have the Miguelist movement petitioning us, and the Miguelist movement represents the defeated faction in the liberal wars. This is the conservatives, who are currently all in exile in Austria, but they do still have a lot of support amongst rural folk, landowners, and the Catholic Church in Portugal. And as you can see here, these laws are not particularly conducive to overthrowing the government, so I am going to arrest all of them.
Very good. If I'm not mistaken, you should be able to find a Miguelist agitator hiding
Yes.
around someplace as well.
Yes. So we have this decision here. If you put a Miguelist if you put a Miguelist interest group in government, you can repeal the historical banishment law that sent all of these people to Austria and invite the deposed candidate Miguel de Bragança back in Portugal. And you, of course, you can enthrone him then with a military coup. We also have decisions here for making Goa into a proper state and investing into the treaty port of Macau. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit more authority. Oh shoot, we don't have nationalism yet.
Don't have nationalism, don't have money.
But you know what we do have? We have.
At least we have Goa.
Yes, we have Goa. What is that little fist next to the agitator?
You and
outside?
Miguelist is silent. Okay. It's not read as Miguelist?
Aha,
Miguelist? Perhaps?
Miguelist.
Well,
Like
I mean,
this?
our knowledge of Portuguese is unfortunately very limited to the great, as our Portuguese-speaking colleagues have experienced. So be prepared for us to butcher even more Portuguese names going forward.
Aha, so here we have the revolution. So we have the intelligentsia, the industrialists, and the trade unions rising in revolt against us in October. And here we have the October Revolution.
Any resemblances, coincidental or not?
And here we have a fantastic quote. We are on the eve of civil war. Tomorrow your excellency will command the Queen's armies and I will command those of the Republic. If the sword of Busas clashes with the sword of Sierra, my friendship and regard for your excellency will not suffer the slightest break. And I love this sort of thing. It's very charming.
There's a lot of good quotes with a lot of pathos behind them, looking through, researching material for all of these events.
So we can either escalate this into a civil war, which I'm not going to do, or we can have this revolution, hand over power to the opposition. So I'm going to do that. And now we have wealth voting.
God bless.
And as you can see, the Davarismo journal entry has gone away. We are no longer required to privatize things, and the Cardists are probably going to win the next election. But you will notice that we have a new political party. This is the Octoberist Party, and this is because the Liberal Party dynamically names itself after whatever month this revolution occurred in. Historically, it was the Septemberist Party. Now we have the Octoberists.
And you can see we're immediately greeted with another event. Oh, hello, government.
Yes. So let's rig the election in
Let us
favor of the
rig the
Octoberists. And look, it's just good business, all right?
Oh no. No paper for you.
All right, what shall we do now? Now we have the second liberalism journal entry. We can focus more thoroughly on this. So this is a longer-term overarching journal entry for the entire constitutional monarchy period. It represents the conflict between the Cartists, which are mostly the petty bourgeoisie, and the various progressive opposition to the Cartists. And and there are three outcomes to this. Outcome one, we can stabilize Portugal, become very strong, complete the regeneration, don't get couped, and get rid of all the Miguelists. Then we get the constitutional victory.
I'm sure we'll have no problems with coups going forward.
That reminds me, I need to purge the army. Okay, that guy's not much of a problem. Wow, this guy's a real piece of work, isn't he?
Oh, hello.
Oh, is this the dude who did the, horrific massacre?
I mean, he is scripted as a war criminal, so I do believe it is the guy that did the horrific massacre.
Who's the wokest general I can find here? I like this guy.
We could possibly change some laws. I think, we are Portugal.
Yes.
We are a nation that should, I don't know, push our influence a little bit outwards into Africa. Perhaps we already
Yes.
have colonial exploitation, but perhaps there's something we can do
Hmm.
to make things even better for us.
Yes, we have about as high a level of colonial institution as we can get. So let's see here. We need better tax laws because we're broke.
Oh.
We're really, really broke.
We are quite broke.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's increase taxes for now because we just had a revolution. What are we going to get 2 revolutions? That's ridiculous. That's never
Nonsense.
happened before.
Nonsense. We don't do these ahistorical things in our games. Right. Yeah, actually.
Hmm?
Hello. No, I was thinking aloud. What are the requirements for us to actually engage with the decisions in Goa now?
Aha, okay, so for Goa, you need to make it 5% Portuguese and greater than 90% Catholic. In order to set the stage for that, I've put a greener grass decree there. So we should have Portuguese people streaming in here. And it looks like nobody is moving here. That's going to be a bit of a problem. I wonder why. Do we not have enough? No, we have plenty of arable land. All right, what's the problem here? No, we have. Is that a UI bug?
Would never.
Oh no, okay, we have 10k projected migration now.
Very good.
Good.
Okay, okay,
that
okay.
should make it decently Portuguese in a few years. Also, we're very poor. We should probably do something about that.
Well,
We can negotiate. Let's negotiate. Who should we negotiate with?
well, amenability is quite important here. We probably don't want to commit to any really overly ambitious projects.
Oh.
But they're already collaborative, right? So this should be cheap.
Yes. So we can attach an amendment to this, and we like the trade unions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is
yes.
actually good in every way.
Yes. So now we have slightly less stall chance because the trade unions have been swayed to our side, and yeah, that's quite good.
Mm.
Let's switch over to back to speed 5. Let's check to see if there is any interesting people in the... Aha, we have a modernizer. That's good. Ooh, we don't need... Aha, yes, we can get some extra taxation chance. There we go. We don't need liberals anyway. And I'm going to do nationalism because I want to get the regeneration early. As we can see here in the potential journal entries, we have our fortunate regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
And this requires that we have research nationalism, that our legitimacy is sufficiently high, and that we have not had a revolution or successful coup recently. So we can get this in 7 years, it looks like.
You can also
earliest.
see 2 other pieces of content highlighted in the journal on the left there
Yes.
that we probably won't make it to. I think it's fair to say.
No, we
but
can do this. We can do this. I just need to invade Gaza.
Aye. Yeah, as you can see, we've had a lot of comments on the change in the Portuguese colonial extent in Africa. Very good. This is the kind of the attention to detail that we
Yes.
absolutely need. But currently, the Portuguese territory in Mozambique has mainly been limited to the Zambezi Valley, and there's some trading posts along the coast. Though some of the trading posts that are frequently requested had recently been burnt down by Gazan warriors. So the extent is smaller than it has been in the past.
Let's buff these guys up a little bit, because Gaza has quite a big army here.
We do indeed.
Yeah, that was a powerful empire, as I'm aware.
Yes, the South African history is very fascinated, and there's a lot of highly mobile peoples with strange relations to each other. So you end up seeing the fallout of the Mthekane basically send people all the way up to Lake Malawi setting up their own little kingdoms there. It's a surprisingly mobile time period for a lot of these peoples.
So we see here that the Boers have moved into the Transvaal, and we have a bunch of that's not a Griquas captaincy. We have
These are fantastic.
the Griquas captaincies of Philopolis and Waterboris land, and no, that's a Boer state. But we can see here we have the new Griquas culture, which is Southern Bantu heritage and the Dutch language.
There's I can't quite recall if we mentioned this in the last stream, but there is new content also associated with South Africa and the formation of the new Boer states, or the move towards a full South African Union under British control. And there's content about the degree to which you can get Griqa or Boer as an accepted culture in the Cape. Then both of them being mutually exclusive options tied to changing your laws in one direction or the other, essentially.
I think we have too much stall chance. I'm going to let's see here. What's best for us? Do we want to build a lot of farms? Do we want to tank our bureaucracy? Let's not do that, in fact.
Someone's asking if the Griqas have paternalistic landowners or if they are elitist. I am not entirely sure, actually.
Let's see. They have paternalistic landowners, yes. Are these guys? Aha! It's a monarchy.
Yes. It's a very strange type of monarchy where it's the post of captain, as far as I'm aware, was essentially hereditary. So you had these large Greek influential families where like power passed through from father to son. But it's sort of a monarchy and republican trappings almost. It's quite difficult to define the political structure of these areas.
Yeah. So let's choose one of these. I'm gonna go with this. So here we have a internally in the script, these are called promise quests, and promise quest is now seared into my brain, but we display them as commitments. And I think that it would be interesting, and one thing we want to do maybe far in the future is split this UI window off so that we have a tab for commitments and a tab for more narrative journal entries, but that's not going to be in 1.12. And vineyards don't count for this, unfortunately.
There's some interesting modding implications here as well, since a journal entry's timeout can now be a dynamic value rather than always a fixed one.
Oh yes, let's show that off.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to delay this, and as you can see here, we have just gained another 3 years on the timeout.
Very good. We love delays here at
Yes.
Victoria 3.
Yes. This is truly Portugal Simulator. And now that we have seized all of Lourenço Marquet, I hope I pronounced that correctly, we get this event, which marks the start of the Alenmar Africano journal entry. So we can gain claims on all of Angola and Mozambique, or we can choose not to do this and upset everybody that loves we are, well, we really want to do
The pink map.
we want to do the
We
pink
want to
map,
realise
yes.
the pink
Yes, we
map,
want to
of
realise the
course.
pink map, so let's claim these territories.
London be damned. Favorite. Wait, what did I see here? Favorite features from the new patch? It's a bit of a toss-up for me between. I mean, being able to negotiate is pretty cool, but
Yes.
I love the amendments as well. I must say, they allow for so much more flexibility and kind of highlighting interesting historical processes without having to go too overboard either. It's yeah.
Do we have any interesting amendments at the moment? We have electoral clientelism. We showed off electoral clientelism last week, yes?
I believe we did, yes. As part of some of these are of course shared between multiple countries, and this is one of them. But it's worth noting that I think we also have certain amendments being tied to completing certain journal entries and events.
Can you see? It looks like you can't see amendments on other countries. I see, okay.
If not, that's probably something we would
Yes,
want
we should
to look into.
We should probably do that. Alright, we have let the trade unions into government. That's our current government.
Man, this is pretty rough.
Yes. Do we want to let people like, well, no, I don't like political freedom, but do you know what I do like? I like banning slavery.
Whether or not Portugal should start with legalized slavery is a bit of a toss-up.
Hmm.
There's a very later also complex slavery or slavery adjacent practice in the African colonies that, for all intents and purposes, basically were slavery under a different name. It would be strange to depict that as anything else.
So we can see here that Goa is now more than 5%
Just need to
Portuguese.
convert them.
We still need to convert them to Catholicism. So we'll be able to do that once we finish researching nationalism. There's some other interesting things we have going on here. Aha! Alan Mar Africano. Let's show off this journal entry.
We've truly done it.
Yes! We're so good at this. Let's not go broke, shall we? Yes, okay. We are no longer entirely broke, and let's throw on some taxes.
It's a lot of money.
Let's tax wine. Can we cut taxes now? I don't think that's safe. Let's wait a few weeks.
Again, I really like the new UI. It's so beautiful.
No, we say this every update, of course, because our art team is always one-upping itself.
Yeah, I will say it.
Fantastic group, but I think that this truly is the best UI we've done so far.
Yeah, it will be a difficult one to follow up on, I think. But I'm actually knowing what's to come. I'm optimistic.
Is this guy somebody I like? Yes, it's somebody I like. So let's promote him.
You're getting praise for knowing how to play the game.
Good.
Good.
It's nice to be recognized for my total lack of a life.
What are we doing here now?
We need more bureaucracy.
Could we look at what are the requirements for actually putting up the Douro Wine Company here now?
Let's see here. So where is Douro Wine Company?
Has a really nice logo as well. I think it's based on a label of one of the bottles, perhaps. There you go.
Okay, so we just need to.
Right. We have done
Yeah.
all the things
Yeah,
essentially.
we just need to research. Let me cue that up. Yes, and we are being remarkably efficient. I hope, one thing I really hope is that the Springtime of the Peoples happens, because we have greatly improved the Springtime of the Peoples, and I really hope that we can show that off.
I think we must have had a rework to the Springtime of the Peoples almost every patch now.
Yes, wow.
And it's progressively getting better and better and better and better. And this is a big one.
Yeah, one of these days, No, I can't say that.
No.
But you know, one of these days I'll do something that I can't say. I can't do that yet. That would be fiscally irresponsible, and Portugal is all about fiscal responsibility. So here we can see that we have angered the landowners to a great extent, and they will not negotiate with us. No. What if I find a landowner? No, we don't have any available landowners general. So what I was thinking is, we could appoint a landowner to something and watch him try to coup us, because this is like prime coup territory. We have a low legitimacy government, we have severely angered an interest group, but no, we've done such a good job at keeping these guys away from anything approaching a firearm that they can't stop us. Excellent.
Yeah, someone else is saying in chat, like us having global journal entries now gives us quite a lot of tools for implementation, and I think it's fair to say that there's a lot of exciting things planned for the future as well, tied into this.
Now, you will notice that our electoral confidence is quite low. And this is because we have been rigging elections like crazy. But this is temporarily modified by minus 97% because we have laws that limit this, and we have this modifier. But this is a timed modifier, and it will fade quickly, and once it fades, our legitimacy is going down. So what I'm going to try to do is get our electoral confidence as high as possible so that our legitimacy doesn't completely crash. Oh shoot, no, that was a bad idea.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No. Oh,
This liberalism dead.
it's over.
It is over. Officially
Chat,
over.
I think it's over.
We have had some global journal entries before in quotation marks, but they weren't true global journal entries. There was a lot of creative scripting involved in making them global, quote unquote.
No, the good news is that because the landowners are run by Miguelists, they are not willing to participate in electoral politics. The interesting thing with these traditional monarchist movements was that they basically viewed participation in electoral politics as heresy. There was an electoral wing of the Carlists in Spain, but they were always very minor, and they were viewed with suspicion by the more orthodox Carlists. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think what allowed these traditionalists to finally take a role in electoral politics was Rerum Novarum, I think.
Yeah, but I don't feel qualified enough to refute that, if I'm being quite honest. But it makes sense. I mean, if you inherently oppose democracy on a principle basis, and if you consider yourself a man of principles, it sort of makes sense that you would have issues engaging with the system whatsoever.
Here we have... Oh, that's...
Brilliant.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's a bad roll. But you know what we can do? We have another flavor event, and we can build a zoological garden in Lisbon. Yeah, I think we can afford it. Let's get some extra prestige.
As soon as we have money again, we burn it away on prestige projects. Economic development? No. We'd rather have parrots.
Chat asks about the French Legitimists. The Legitimists in France actually did participate in, or some portion of them did. Some portion of the Legitimists in France did participate in electoral politics. There was a Legitimist party in the French Parliament in 1830s. I think it was at around game start. They folded into the Resistance Party eventually, but they were their own thing, and they were not really willing to collaborate with the Resistance Party all that much.
Oh, hello.
We were not... No, that would make us... That would give us a budget deficit, and that's not okay.
Shouldn't have spent so much money on the parrots.
Such a shame.
Uh,
Do we like this guy? Yes, we like this guy. He did nothing wrong.
Oh, we're in the middle of the Hungry 40s. I
Yes,
didn't
we
even notice.
That's going to cause some problems for us. We need to put the Cardists in government.
What's our legitimacy looking right now?
We have 87%.
That's pretty good.
But also, we can...
Oh, hello.
Let's try to save banning slavery.
Oh, that's a rough one. This will be expensive, most likely.
Do we want to do protectionism?
What are we currently on?
Mercantilism.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's commit to protectionism.
We should have some solid backing for this as well.
And let's try to get the armed forces on board as well.
They're more amenable to this, so voting rights, taking it a bit too far, I think.
Yeah. But we can... But, you know, we want to do colonialism, so we can increase the size of the army. So we can see here that we have another commitment. This shows our current army power projection. This shows the target. And once I finish sorting this last commitment we've made, building a bunch of wheat farms. Actually, you know what I can do? We can afford another construction sector, I think.
Someone's pointed out that we can see one of the old global, in quotation mark, journal entries on screen right now, and that's completed too. It's the Hungry 40s.
Ah, yes. We should make this a global journal entry.
We definitely should.
This is one of the ones I elected not to make a global journal entry, but this is very much a future candidate.
Mm.
How is France doing? Did they have a radical movement? Yes. What did France do? Aha, they're democratizing early.
Dreadful.
Concerning, very concerning.
It's all kicking off in the Ottoman Empire as well, it seems. No, it's all it's only in Tripoli.
Austria's at war with Russia.
Oh.
Why? Oh, it's.
Oh right. Oh,
yeah.
it's all really kicking off. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad we don't have to bother with that.
Aha, the Austrian radical movement might kick off the Springtime of the Peoples.
Hello.
And we have... Let's see here. How are we doing on Catholicizing Bombay? 84% done.
If we've ever seen the Carlists win in testing, I mean, at different points there's been different balances of power here. So there was even a time where the Carlists were most likely to win. But currently, I would say that you're likely to see the Liberal government win most of the time, but a Carlist victory isn't completely unheard of either. Without player intervention, though, it is going to be unlikely.
So here another funny thing. Costa Cabral, he pretty much defined a period in
Fantastic.
in Portuguese politics. It would be really, really funny if we just... Oh no, never mind. Oh, we're not vaporizing him. We're vaporizing this guy, who we like. So, and here we have another Portuguese flavor event. Do we need the authority? We can do utilitarianism too.
Can do utilitarianism.
Yes, we can. Have you heard of that utilitarian thought experiment?
Which one?
There's a utilitarian thought experiment that says, okay, so somebody has committed a horrible crime and there is a lot of fear caused by this horrible crime.
Right.
And if this fear continues, they're likely to riot and cause
You
a large
frame
amount
someone.
of harm. So you can frame someone to avert this riot and increase the amount of net good at the cost of an innocent person. And this is one of the classical utilitarian thought experiments.
Easy. Throw them under the bus.
Give us...
Again punished by the anti-utilitarian lobby here at Paradox Interactive.
Okay, give us an intermission while we reboot the game.
Yes. No, it should be
Okay.
fine. We just pop back to us here. Did we get the... the button doesn't work. Crap. Well... this is, of course... This usually doesn't happen. Of course. Well, so if we get that event again, we know what to do. Fantastic. Where are we now? When are we now, actually? It's a better question.
We are a month before we decided to throw that guy under the bus.
Okay.
So let's not do that, because I guess God is a Kantian.
Dreadful.
And we have a lot of radicals. We should maybe not have so many radicals. Oh!
Hello.
We have a revolt in Upper Canada with a fantastic flag.
Brilliant.
Check that out.
They are looking mighty powerful as well.
And no, this is not a release build.
Oh, apologies, right. We forgot to...
Oh, shoot. Yes. We're back. We're
Brilliant.
back on. So we have a fantastic Canadian revolt going on right now with a great flag. 10 out of 10, really. And a custom government type, it looks like. Run by this guy.
Yeah. There was a lot of unrest in was it both in upper or only in lower only in upper or also in lower Canada at this time?
I want to say that it was in Upper Canada. Yeah, I think it was mostly in Upper Canada. Although I could be wrong. I'm not
No,
particularly educated on Canadian history.
I will have to admit the same, I'm afraid. Even though I did the Canadian Thanksgiving quiz here at Phil's. Everyone enjoyed it. No one enjoyed it.
Oh. We are having a lot of problems banning slavery.
You know what?
But
maybe.
34%.
Wait, did we promise someone we would ban slavery?
Yes, we have two commitments. We need to enact protectionism and we need to enlarge the army.
Right.
Wait, hold on. What?
The what?
Lower Canada's a theocracy? What? What? That's interesting.
What?
Why can I impose something on them? Oh, okay. So, let's fix that bug.
Let us make a very urgent note on whatever the hell that was. We had a hot code button installed here, but it doesn't seem to be working either, which is very on brand. I think the moment we decided to sacrifice the innocent in the event about the murderer, I think someone decided to punish us. Okay, we're moving up.
So we have two setbacks, 26% chance of failure. This is going to be narrow. This is we can
let's
negotiate with
negotiate. Yes. Oh, that's also maybe we should just eat a.
Do we want to obliterate our economy?
Not particularly. What's the alternative here now? It's
we can do something terrible. We can improve standard of living.
outrageous. I mean, we could just plan on the Catholic Church hating us forever.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
promise
do
something
this.
without the intention of ever fulfilling the promise.
And we can delay this if we need to. So we have 13 years until the Catholic Church hates us forever. Let's see here. Okay, so you're a colonial administration, as you should be. Likewise. I'm checking to see if there's any more broken colonial administrations. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's Lower Canada. That's the same one. Interesting.
Something is rotten in
Yes.
Lower Canada.
We have a lot of commitments right now.
We do.
This is quite scary.
Yes, but thankfully the stream will end before we will face the consequences of our misjudged promises. So
we can do port wine now.
brilliant.
Let's do port wine.
Wouldn't it be fun to grant a colonial charter to a port wine company and basically turn all of Eastern Africa into a giant wine growing? Is there wine potential in Mozambique? Most likely not.
Let's see.
Actually,
shoot, no. Let's check on all the wine potentials and see if we can do anything interesting with this wine company. So as you can see, we're the number 3 worldwide producer. That's pretty cool.
It's partially because of the fragmentation of the Italian states.
We can give them Angola.
Can give them Angola.
Let's give them Angola.
The big 3 really in wine production.
But I don't want Transvaal. I want South Africa. What's going on here? Well, I guess we could give them Transvaal.
Why not?
Yeah, sure. Let's give them Transvaal.
They can deal in gold and wine. Fantastic.
Why is this Portugal now? Oh, okay. So they're.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to wait 5,000 days until they get the. Oh, I see. Oh, hey, here we have the regeneration.
Brilliant.
So, regenerated Portugal. Very interesting political manifesto. It was a very, very strongly reformist one. I once no, I said this earlier, but 90 you can assume there's two kinds of politicians in the Victorian era. There's the politicians who believe that radical reform is necessary to preserve the current order, and then there's the politicians who believe that the current order does not need reform at all. Politicians who actually want to abolish the current order, very, very, very rare. If you look at the 48ers, the 48 revolutionaries, you can see that, like, for example, Kossuth, his initial intent, of course, was to preserve the current institution with radical reform, and he only became sort of radicalized towards breaking with the current order once, well, Austria invaded. There's this whole idea of lawful revolutions and what have you. The Paris Commune had this thing as well.
The communards are a very strange mix of people, though.
Yes.
You have people sitting in the same assembly, essentially being either just Parisian centralists or radical utopian revolutionaries. We are indeed not really researching... Oh, there we go.
Yes. Let's research modern sewerage.
Very important. There is also content that we will not likely get to hear regarding Brazil and the transatlantic relationship.
Well, you know what I can do. I can declare an interest in Brazil, and I can improve my relations with them, and hopefully we can get the journal entry to at least fire. Okay, so we're nearly done fulfilling this commitment, and once we oh shoot, we should enact protectionism now, like yesterday. Okay. And interestingly enough, as the regeneration started, we have a new ideology for the PB, which is regenerator, and this makes the PB much more amicable towards economic reform. We also have the unique Cartist ideology for Portugal, which makes the PB even more reform-minded, although they don't like democracy much.
Is it also the case that the armed forces in Portugal start similarly,
Yes, they do.
similarly politically active to their Spanish counterparts?
Yes. So we have not had much political meddling from the armed forces because, of course, we're keeping them happy. But if we were to, if we were to say, try and become less exclusionary, we might have some problems.
Here we can see some of the submissions, part of the regeneration.
And the Quadruple Alliance just collapsed.
Rest in peace.
Yes, let's check out the regeneration. And let's have the game run on some slower speed while we do so. So, the regeneration. I talked about the philosophical grounding behind this earlier. But what you have here is this whole idea of... I need to cough, excuse me. This whole idea of radical institutional reform. The Spanish regeneration is a bit different from the Portuguese regeneration. The Spanish regeneration is like, okay, let's build up the economy, let's be really good at mining, let's actually industrialize, let's have the let's have some economic activity in this country because, well, economic activity is few and far between in Spain. Whereas the Portugal thing is based around creating the institutions needed to do future economic reform. So it's sort of a step behind in a way, or it's a different it's a different mindset. So here you can see that you need to be fiscally responsible, either having a positive balance for half the time you're doing this, or just not be in debt at the end of this journal entry. You need to have a decent taxation law, and you need to complete these three. Oh, hey, we have the Springtime of the Peoples.
Hello.
Sorry, I have like...
No time for economic reform. We have to look at revolutions.
Yes, let's check this out. So we have all of the countries in Europe that have egalitarianism are involved. So you have all of these countries. You can mouse over them and see that they are involved. And of course, if we research egalitarianism, we will become involved in this. And involved countries will be able to chain into the Red Summer if they get this, and they will be able to exit the springtime of the peoples if they get this. And of course, they have mostly the same effects as the ones that you saw earlier. This modifier applies to all involved countries, so not to us. So we don't need to worry about increased activism, but say, for example, Austria, which is about to explode, it looks like, does need to worry about this. And we can see here that the Czech, well...
They're relatively...
Oh, they turned themselves into a nation state. That's interesting. Check this out.
Oh, hello.
So Austria is trying to become a German nation state, and we'll see how that.
I'm sure it will
goes.
all be fine.
So we can rig the election. Let's check out our electoral confidence right now.
We're in a bit of a roll. We could even move towards actually getting rid of the amendment eventually
Yes,
if we so desire.
Let's elect not to rig the election. Get the extra 10%. And let's just try to get rid of... Let's try to have the Liberals win through, like, relatively normal and democratic means, rather than just, like, you know, being too obvious about things.
Yeah. But I mean, if the army were to offer their support, who are we to turn them down, really?
Oh, that's a bit of a problem.
That's not great. No one wants to negotiate with us either. I think also today's stream has been a good illustration of why showing restraint in the face of negotiations can also be a benefit at times. It's a powerful tool, but also there are consequences to overusing it.
So there's a good news here. Once we finish building these wheat farms, the landowners will be slightly less mad at us for enacting protectionism. What's their current approval? They're angry, so it doesn't matter either way. But you know, it is a little bit helpful. And we have 2 more.
What happened to Morocco?
Morocco has been placed under the control of Britain.
Fantastic. That is a really, really cool flag, though. Must be said.
Yes, it is.
And I think these Moroccan outfits are also new to Iberian Twilight.
So yeah, the heir is very into Britain because he's a modernizer. That's pretty fitting.
Yeah.
But this guy, he's wearing this very cool, very cool outfit.
Has a pretty specific name that I cannot quite remember the name of, but it could just be Thobe or a variant thereof.
Let's look over the regeneration sub-journal entries as we build more wheat farms. We're really pumping up.
Oh,
yeah, that's going to be problematic.
How lucky do you feel today? I don't feel particularly lucky.
I don't feel very lucky. Right, so we have public works. This is the we really like trains journal entry, and who doesn't like trains, honestly? We have the journal entry for agrarian reform, enacting a bunch of researching a bunch of stuff, enacting a law other than... Do we have latifundios? I think we have tenant farmers.
We do.
Yeah, we have tenant farmers, not latifundios.
I think they had it at one point. Did something change in that regard?
I don't know. I'll investigate.
Yeah.
Do just the South America countries have
No, they
latifundios?
shouldn't. But I know that the 2 Sicilies should.
Okay, so something is off on this build, and we'll make sure that that's in the final version.
Yeah. We've got a few things to go through, it seems.
So we have agrarian reform, and we have this institutional reforms, which has one of my favorite event options of all time. And if we can achieve this, then I will show you this favorite event option of all time.
I see some other people are picking up on some people are asking about Salazar and Estado Novo, and it was on the table for a while, but it ended up being partially too late, and we we simply didn't have time for the implementation of something that could have worked in an earlier stage, unfortunately. But organically, you should still be able to get something very Salazar-esque as Portugal.
Yeah. It's very late in the game, and well, we had better priorities. We had higher priorities.
We talked about perhaps having one of Salazar's ideological predecessors be like the early phase of it theoretically, but again, there's always limits to how much you can squeeze into one pack.
Check this out. Is this a slave revolt?
It is. It's
Could this be a slave revolt? It is a slave revolt.
Yeah.
So here we have a slave revolt in Brazil, in the north of Brazil. And as you can see, they're Afro-Brazilian, and they have a bunch of oh shoot. They have multiculturalism.
They have multiculturalism?
Yes.
Huh. New Angola.
Yeah, it's
It's based off. I can't quite remember what it is based off, but there was a new Angolan movement of sorts in Brazil that called for the creation of an Afro-Brazilian state.
Another interesting thing you can see here with this commitment is that if we continue enacting protectionism for a good while, even if we fail, we do get, partial credit. If we are enacting it for at least 24 months, then these penalties will be decreased.
The war goals of the slave revolt should be secession, I believe.
Secession or revolution, depending. But here they are. What are they? Oh, okay. They have claims on Amazonas. I guess. That's interesting.
It's quite a strange place for them to try to set up a new state. It's not. It shouldn't really be the ones most dominated by.
Is this an Afro-Brazilian homeland?
No.
So why is
they should mainly be concentrated on the east coast.
Oh. Now there aren't that many radicals in this area. So I guess. Well, Grau-Pará, that was a slave revolt too, sort of. So I guess this is just like the second coming of Grau-Pará.
Yeah. And there definitely would have been quite a lot of slaves in the coastal areas near Belém and what have you not. Though not as many in the upper Amazonas.
You can see that we have just built enough wheat farms to fulfill that commitment. So that's one commitment off our plate.
Brilliant. Only 700 to go.
Now let's build up the army. Or I think that, in theory, if we upgrade our units, we might be able to complete this just by upgrading units.
What's our... we have quite a lot of time to do that as well. It doesn't feel as urgent as the other one.
Oh, this is going to cause problems.
Ouch.
Oh,
we jinxed.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Well...
Oh, no.
Well...
Let's build the Pena Palace.
Aha, yes. This is another piece of content where you're allowed to construct the Pena Palace, turn the old convent into an appropriate royal residence, really. Yeah. Thankfully, again, we will not face the consequences of our actions.
We have an input. We need paper and we need iron. Now, here's a great question, chat. Okay, chat, should we spend money on frivolous benefits for the royal family, or should we buy like paper and iron for our economic development?
It's not Pena with the accent. We were harangued by one of our Portuguese Brazilian colleagues when we kept pronouncing it as if there was a nya sound there.
Okay, we have one person saying we need to... Oh, look at that. Europe just exploded.
Oh, shoo. Hello. But who cares about that? Let's pamper our king.
Yes, let's build a nice new palace for Queen Maria. It's 234 weeks. That's fine. We don't need to worry about anything
all of this
else.
stuff in Europe will blow over.
Yeah.
Just a phase.
Check this out. Oh, they're abolitionists. Wow. What happened here? What happened to cause that? I'm very curious now. Did they? Oh, they have they're counter-revolutionary. It's a conservative republic. And of course, the landowners in France, they support colonial slavery. So, yes, I see it. That makes a lot of sense. So what we really have here is the liberals rallying against a conservative republic. And they're run by a Swahili cardinal. That's awesome.
Where did they pull the Swahili cardinal from?
That's awesome.
How on earth did they do that? Do they start with Mayotte if you go to East Africa?
Let's see.
Is there a... No, I don't think they should start with Mayotte. It was post... Mayotte should be the small island off the coast.
This...
No. Okay,
No.
maybe they pulled it from Réunion or Bourbon. I think it would have been called at the start again. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. That is very, very interesting. But this is cool. This is awesome. I
Brilliant.
love this.
The wrathful political operator. I see also the Irish have decided to revolt, led by good old Chris Hill.
Yes. Led by landowners.
And Poles, similarly.
They're led by a pacifist. That's awesome.
Pacifist king. Was it really Ireland? It is Ireland, isn't it, right?
Yes, it is Ireland.
Yeah.
Irish uprising. And we have Serbs rising up against Hungary, which looks like it's about to blow up against
Jesus
Austria.
Christ.
And
This
we
is,
have a Vienna. We have a Vienna commune.
Fantastic.
And also Montenegro. Oh no, never mind. They just have.
Yeah, it's part of the Austrian one. It's the Bay of Kotor. Should be under Austrian control at game start. Fantastic. Let's not dwell on this too much. Brilliant.
Oh, here you can see that we have the Brazil journal entry.
Aha, hello.
So, as you can see, we are a little bit behind Brazil right now. They have 110 prestige, we have 70 prestige. But once we eclipse Brazil, we can start using these interactions. We can benefit Pedro in the that one journal, Magnanimous Monarch. Yes.
Of course, if you ever want to pursue reunification, it's in your interest that the monarchy prevails in both countries.
Yes. And of course, in order to pursue reunification, we need to not be broke. And we need higher prestige. But you know what's more important than unifying with Brazil and not being broke?
Tell me, please.
Giving our queen treats.
Yes, this is true. This is true. And I mean, like, pursuing unification at a time when we neither have a carrot nor a whip is perhaps... We should at least get one of them before we go on. We may have been sidetracked by other more important projects along the way.
It's a personal union.
Yes, exactly.
Chat, it's a personal union. And we actually do need to have... Let's build some troops first. Let's
make the whips.
Yes, let's make the whip. There's a lot of radicals. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Of course, the union being established is no guarantee that the Brazilians will forever think it's a great idea to be tied to Lisbon. But it's a way to get it to happen.
The abolitionists have taken Paris.
Fantastic.
This is going to be the coolest France ever if they win.
The Irish were crushed, as were the Poles.
Oh, and Prussia is... And we have a Bavarian radical revolt. We have a Saxon radical revolt as well. Germany is really blowing up here. Let's get a alliance with Britain. Oh, but they're not really into it, are they? Oh,
Wait, what are the reasons they're not into it?
Okay, so let's see here.
Oh,
they
we're too puny.
Yes, we're too weak, so we need to be stronger.
Sunni rights movement.
Well, I don't like political movements, so we look. We don't want people doing politics, all right? You know what we need? We need people working. We need people on the grind.
We need people putting bricks into the Queen's royal residence.
Yes, exactly. And now we have... Oh, that's a shame. But he's still in charge of the Catholic Church. We need to kill this guy. This guy cannot. This guy cannot be allowed to realize his
Wait, I'm
agenda.
sorry, a traditionalist landowner. Wait, who won the thing? I looked away for 2 seconds, and this is what I see.
So the abolitionist France won the Civil War, and then they immediately elected a traditionalist landowner.
Fantastic.
But he doesn't support slavery, so...
I suppose you could frame it as
Yeah.
the kind of like the compromise solution. Wait, I'm a little bit confused. You looked at the construction queue for a while, and it seems that the palace is at the wrong end of the construction queue. I'm sure the royal architect will be happy to rectify this mistake.
Well, you see, if we don't, you know, give the army what they want, their approval is going to go down. And if the army's approval goes down, that's probably going to coup. They're probably going to coup us, and if they coup us, the regeneration fails.
You're not seeing the full picture here, I think. We have you seen the state of the current royal apartments?
Are they even on? Yes,
Yeah, you can see it under construction there. It's also been relocated now to a more appropriate location. It used to be situated further north. Very good.
Okay, we have appeased the armed forces. Now we can get back to what's really important in life.
Thank God. What other promises are we not keeping here now?
We need to improve the lives of the common people, but I think we've already written that one off.
Yeah, and we've also, I mean, the above one is there's a ticking nuclear bomb here.
Oh shoot! Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's.
Well, if we pause it now,
Uh-huh.
3 days ago will not happen. It's 3 days away, and it can stay 3 days away as long as we have the game paused.
There, I hit a delay.
Brilliant.
Let's try to tide them over by trying to enact it again.
Yes.
Okay.
Our chances are abysmal, but the armed forces.
Political strength. Let's do this. How strong is that? Political concessions. Okay, it's just a 20. It's just a.
It's not terrible for us. I mean, like, our armed forces aren't as bad as they could be.
Yes. Look, a strong and politically active armed forces is perfectly fine as long as, you know, they're happy. All we need to do is make sure that they're happy in perpetuity and nothing could possibly go wrong.
Aha.
Oh shoot.
It's fraud time.
It's electoral fraud. Oh.
It seems kind of hopeless, if I'm honest. Like, no amount of fraud will rectify this.
Shoot. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's nothing we can do. What's going on here?
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
god. Oh no. We have a humanitarian landowner leader.
Huh. That's something we can work with.
Yes, we can do that. What can we do to...
He's quite angry, though.
Yes. What can we do to appease the landowners? Well, not that. Oh no, we can't negotiate with them. We need to make them less angry. They will become less angry over time because, you know, the whole slavery thing is blowing over. What can we do? Do we have a commitment open for them? No, we don't. Okay, so the PB is not going to completely lose it, now that we have enacted this for 24 months.
Oh.
Well, we don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. Okay. We're ticking up. We're ticking up. Oh no.
Oh no! Yeah, no! No! Okay.
Let's not crash the game.
You see, if we only choose the correct path, then the RNGesus gives us his blessings.
Okay, are we Catholic Universalists or are we nationalists?
I do like a bit of intelligentsia, though.
Let's do nationalism. Oh hey, we have Mendiza Ball.
There he is.
Oh, that's
What
awesome.
is he doing here?
He got kicked out of Spain for being too. So there's a funny story with Mendizabal. In order to get elected, he made a bunch of completely unworkable promises, and this was sufficient to get him elected, right? British newspapers were printing articles about how great Mendizabal was, and Britain actually, you know, they sort of cut Spain some slack on their loans because they thought Mendizabal was the greatest guy ever. And then Mendizabal had to actually govern, and it was and he very quickly proved that there was nothing he could do. Like, it was actually over, and he got kicked out of office in like a matter of months. I think he got couped actually.
Yeah, he did go through with quite a lot of the confiscations. I mean, that got his name pinned on it eventually. So it's not completely ineffectual.
And somehow he got master bureaucrat and meticulous.
He's a pretty good character, if I'm being kind of...
Wait, they made him a general?
This man has many qualities. I don't think his battlefield prowess is one of them, really.
I've talked a lot about him. Let's adopt him. Because he's a land... Oh, okay. Let's try to get a government that actually functions. Nope.
Oh,
no, we're not doing that. Let's cut...
Oh,
Can we get a government? Yes, we can get a government that functions if we cut taxes a little bit. We're really flying by the seat of our pants here. Portuguese-British Union. Oh, we can get legitimacy. I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to raise taxes again. Look.
Jesus Christ.
50% plus 1 is enough. Well, we need to buy the landowners' support for this enactment, so I'm going to forgive them for this whole slavery thing. And oh, they're still not willing to negotiate. This is so Reconstruction. This is so Reconstruction.
Maybe we should look into just buying the PBs off.
Yes, let's do that. Look, if the law doesn't get enacted...
So, we could look into pursuing some of the regeneration, Jay.
Yes, let's do
could
that.
be a source of cheap wins.
Yes.
After, of course, we're done with the construction of Her
yes.
Majesty's private quarters.
Yes, so for the region, I want to do this one, because this one has a fantastic event option that I think the chat will really like. So we need to educate our populace, and...
It's quite a lot of university buildings.
I think we can afford 12 universities. Well, if we don't look at the treasury,
Right,
we can afford
yeah.
anything.
Ignoring the economy, I think we can afford quite a lot.
Let's do... What does this need then? This needs central archive. Let's do central archives. And... That's not the Sunni
The
rights
Nguni
movement.
national movement. How relevant is the Nguni national movement?
Are the Nguni?
They should be in this should be a Mozambican movement. I'm guessing that should be where all the Nguni pops are.
Let's see. Are they Sunni?
No, they should be
No.
animist.
Okay, so that's another bug.
There may be some Sunni Nguni pops, but the majority of them should be animist.
Somebody is asking which doctor is in the regeneration achievement art. Who is your favorite doctor?
He's my favorite. What's the bold man? I kind of like the bold man.
Which bold man? The
Oh, are there multiple ones? I was never that much into Doctor
Eccleston?
Who. I don't know. I like when I first started watching Doctor Who. It was the bald man, and then he was replaced by the Scottish guy.
Okay, so that's Eccleston.
Yeah. He's my favorite one.
Okay. Yeah. We can say that Eccleston has the spirit. Or the Ninth Doctor has the spirit. I was always a fan of...
Wasn't he bald?
He had like a buzz cut, I think.
Oh, right.
Or short hair. I was always a fan of Tenant. I also like Capaldi. Capaldi is pretty great. Now we have railways and 117 more weeks left on the Penal Palace. The most important.
Of
project.
course.
Okay, we can.
And, it must be said that like the construction time for the Pena Palace is fairly reasonable. If you want to construct the Sagrada Familia, you better prepare for some pain.
Yeah, we don't need industrialization at the moment. We can let the private sector handle that. Oh hey, we can get a free university. Do we want to give this completely unqualified guy an extra rank in the military?
Of course, he's earned it.
Yes, and you know what he won't do? He won't coup us because he's the intelligentsia. So let's
At least, in fact, he should just be in charge of as much as we can put him in charge on. He seems like a capable man.
Yes. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Ah, wow, that's a lot of interactions.
Yeah, we should not kill him.
Let's look at Africa. Chat asked us a few minutes to look more at the African map changes, so let's look at that.
Right. We're a bit behind in the sense that there's been changes from 1836, but of course South Africa saw quite a lot of changes. There's more of a Herero spread now on the west coast, along the coast.
The Boers have taken the Boers.
Natalia has been set up.
Yes, we have Natalia now.
Natalia is set up through some of the new narrative content.
Wow, this guy sucks.
The Boer president? I cannot imagine.
Wow.
There's a lot of other changes as well. I wonder could you zoom in on Fernando Po?
Yes.
The Spanish have still not tried to reclaim it. It was leased away to the British for a long period of time until the lease was later revoked. But it seems the Spaniards have other things to deal with.
Yeah, Spain has a decent relationship with Britain. So I guess they just have more important things to do.
Yeah. There's also been some reductions in the extent of the West African colonies at Game Start, including Liberia. They're more concentrated in these small coastal territories and strips than they were before.
And yes, we have not changed Egypt at the moment. That was a bit overscoped. Or rather, it would be a bit overscopy to change Egypt, I think. About the regeneration icon, that is the Spanish Prime Minister's outfit. In the early 19th century, people were really into civil service uniforms, which are great. I fully support this. And let's try to find a good example of civil service uniform. I think the EIC guys, the leaders of the Raj have it.
Really big fan of have you seen if you were appointed diplomat anywhere in the world when you during the time of the British Empire, you got these fantastic vests.
Yeah, Metternich has one. No, shoot. Doesn't the Egyptian army have them? No, that's a shame. Oh well. Okay, let's see if somebody wearing that outfit comes up, because they are fantastic outfits.
What's the question there that is referenced?
I don't know.
It's probably not the one of our favorite doctor partner then. At that point, I've got even less memory.
Who is our favorite companion?
I can barely remember. It's so long ago since I last watched anything to do with Doctor Who.
I liked Bill. Bill was cool.
Who's Bill?
One of Capaldi's companions.
All right. I don't think I ever saw anything that recent. I think I stopped with Tennant. I only saw 2 doctors then. That's not a whole lot of doctors. Sorry, enough about the doctors.
Aha. Okay, so the armed forces is... Oh wait, nobody likes this guy.
Who is he?
He has
get him.
minus 35. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good because unpopular commanders can't coup us, or rather, they're worse at coupping us. So we can safely reduce.
Egypt's going bonkers.
Oh yeah, what's
We're
going
in
on?
an unholy
Oh, wow,
alliance with
wow.
the Russians, it would seem.
Let's see what's going on here.
Oh,
Okay, so these guys, yeah, I think it might be over for the Ottomans.
and I think we can soon say hello to the Bulgarians.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now we should do some diplomacy. Who do we want to do diplomacy with?
Brazil,
do Brazil.
surely.
Let's do diplomacy with Brazil.
We've not had a single treaty throughout the game so far.
Hmm.
We've been too busy doing more important things.
We can. What do we want to? What message do we want to send Brazil?
Well, let us see some good suggestions from
Okay.
chat.
Yes. Yeah, okay, chat. What should we tell Brazil?
Let us formulate the rest of the the treaty while we
Okay.
wait for responses to tick in.
So we have plus 15 from investment rights. What do we want? We want to. Okay, we can do that. Let's do no. Oh, okay. Plus 13. That's pretty good.
If we want a potential future union to stay stable, I think it's good for us to have a bit of an economic grip on Brazil as well.
Yeah. So we can do this. We just need to make sure that they don't get an economic grip on us first, because
Yeah.
that would be. Okay, they say 7-1. Hello, future junior partners. Hope this finds you well.
What is 7-1?
7-1. Hello, future junior partners. Hope this finds you well.
Let's be Broganza.
Let's be. Let's do a no paragraph here.
Also, good luck trying to find the little hook for the C here.
I don't.
Is this a Swedish keyboard or a?
This is a Swedish keyboard.
That's making it easier for us.
Let's do a squiggly. No, that's not right.
Just replace it with any kind of special character. I'm sure it's the same. Ish.
No. God. Let's.
Just put a Z there and displease everyone.
Okay. That should oh
Fantastic.
shoot, they don't like that. They really don't like that.
No, just give them some money. Oh no, wait, actually, maybe not money. Give them.
They really don't like us spelling it with a Z. Oh, look at that. Let's bribe them a little bit.
Oh, 7-1. Of course, I even saw that match.
What this? Oh,
Sorry, I thought it was some kind of youngster cultural reference there, but it's actually an old timers, or not even old timers. It's a normal cultural reference.
okay. We have a treaty with them now. We just can't blatantly insult them in its text, which is a shame.
It was probably the 7-1. That alone
Yeah.
kind of put a minus 20, I think, on the on the whole thing.
Oh, Krakatoa just blew up.
Goodbye.
Oh dear. Well, we're broke.
It's quite a lot of fire.
We're not gonna. Have we shown this off? Was this in 1.10?
That's a very good question. I cannot quite recall.
Hmm.
It's again constant dev brain where you're never quite living in the in the
In the moment.
in the moment, I suppose. Yeah.
Do we care about the rural folk? They're radical, so we probably do. But I don't want to. No, I'm not gonna tank this enactment. Okay. This is a bit of a Christmas tree, I think. This we have made a lot of political concessions here.
Jesus Christ.
We're so good at legislating.
What are the conditions for us to remove some of these amendments?
They need to be in effect for 5 years, I think. There needs to be a interest group that disapproves of it in government.
Uh-huh.
But of course, you can't repeal laws
Right.
that aren't connected. Okay, 25 weeks until Pena Palace. Our economy is totally stagnant because we're spending all of our money on building a nice palace for Queen Maria. That's fine. And we have protectionism now.
think of how pleased you will be.
Yes. So I think we've cleared up all the theoretical time bombs. Yes. Oh, we have a market liberal now. Let's shoot. What should we do? Do we want to do a law?
What are we trying to achieve?
We want regeneration. And
do.
we need to improve our land reform, but that'll piss off the landowners even
We
more.
also need a bunch of agricultural techs. We should really...
We have a humanitarian landowner. Let's extend somebody rights to appease the landowners.
Who is he again? Could you go back to the man in question?
This is Bernardo di Nogueira di Figueiredo.
Yes. Of course, alcoholic as well on top of it all.
Do we know this guy?
I believe so. There was an interesting story there, which I've completely forgotten. So not the best person to to front it now.
Let's use this guy to give women rights. And we can bribe no, we can't bribe. They hate women a little bit too much. But we need trade centers. Let's do trade centers.
People are requesting that coal should be a byproduct of some PMs for logging, which is, I don't know.
I think charcoal. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Charcoal.
Let us have a look at the world.
Let us take a look at this palace.
Oh!
Oh.
Stellar.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
That's fantastic. And does it provide any benefits for us whatsoever?
Yes, it should.
It does. It
Yeah.
provides us prestige and legitimacy.
Yeah, of course it's tied to the game settings. Some of these monuments will have certain modifiers on top of the regular prestige one, but of course this can be toggled off if you prefer so.
Our money is going dangerously into the negative, so let's build some more trade centers before we start investing in
The 14 universities.
Yes, we love. And here we go. We have an event for finishing the Penna Palace. What do we want? Let's get more prestige, because this will help us in overcoming Brazil. And you know, due to the fact that we have no paper, our bureaucracy is bankrupting us, so let's build more people as well. Let's this election go? What did I just do?
Oh, wait, did you just minimize it or did you click on something?
I think I clicked on something.
Oh.
Okay, I think that this looks fine. I think this looks fine.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no terrible consequences elsewhere. Yeah, if people obey or I can rage a little bit. It's fine.
Let's buff up the liberals.
Oh, look at that. That's a good looking projection.
Yes, that is. Although our humanitarian landowner guy is really carrying us right now.
That's very strong. What's the... Oh.
We don't care for, well...
Propertied women is not... We've not promised that to anyone, right?
No, we're
so
just...
Yeah, exactly, so...
Or rather, we're doing this to make the landowners happier, because we want to enact commercialized agri... Oh, our government just...
Oh, we chose to not rig, right?
Yes.
Which is actually what we kind of should be doing right now.
Okay, I think we're good.
Rigging can be good in a pinch, but of course, building up a more proper democratic tradition has its own benefits.
Just after getting her nice palace, Maria II has died.
Oh.
But you know what? At least she died in a nice palace.
This is true.
This is true. And now we have a regency for our new king, Pedro.
15 years? That's not a very long regency. I would almost feel a bit insulted if I became king at 15 and decided on a regency.
And he is an intelligentsia modernizer. So that'll be a very, very helpful monarchy. Who do we want as regent? We have PB Market Liberal, we have the humanitarian landowners guy, church guy, and industrialist guy.
Let us choose the one with the longest name, just for the UI to scream. Fantastic.
And you can see that he has a nice sash. And fun fact about this sash, this is the sash of the three orders. It is, in the Portuguese Republic, it is limited to the use of the president. And it was...
Oh, no, sorry, go on.
And in the royal era, it was used by the monarch. Now, the funny thing is, there's a bunch of portraits of Portuguese kings wearing this sash on the Wikipedia page, but in some of them, the purple side is up, and in some of them, the green side is up. So this means that in their official portraits, at least half of the kings of Portugal were wearing this thing upside down.
He seems to still be a king, so we probably need to let it tick.
Oh,
there.
no, yeah, he's a regent now.
It's a nice-looking French Algeria, almost. There's quite a lot of some of the changes that we haven't discussed. We discussed them a little bit during the last session. Are all the changes to Sahara, where we properly carved out more of the Tuareg confederations, or the drum groups, I think they're called, more literally, and also carved out quite a lot of room for the various Arab, Berber tribal confederations in the West.
And as you can see now, now that Maria II has died, we have new party names. So we have the Regenerators, the Liberal Regenerators, the Historic Party, and the Reformist Party.
I love the Historic Party.
The Historic Party is great. Their long name is the Historical Progressive Party, which is really, really funny. That's a great name. I want to. If I was part of a political party, I would be part of the Historical Progressive Party.
What are we looking at? They're currently right. A lot of trade centers. Money's looking not great, not bad.
No, that's not great, not terrible. Oh, that actually is quite bad because we have high taxes.
Oh.
The Catholic Church is mad at us. Oh, this is bad. This is a problem.
Oh Lord.
Hey,
why are they hating us so much? What happened?
Because we failed our commitment. Because we failed to improve the living standards of the people. But
right.
Who needs that?
We succeeded at improving the living standards of our queen.
Okay, yeah. This is a lot of malices.
This is terrible.
This is actually really, really bad. We need to...
A case study in why failing failing promises is a bad thing.
Yeah. So we are never going to give women rights at this rate. We need to get... I think once Pedro accedes to the throne, we will be able to get some more legitimacy. So he should come of age. So yes, here we go. Pedro has come of age.
The world's longest regency.
And let's okay.
Oh Lord. The king will fix this. I'm sure the king will fix this.
Okay, we have 31% legitimacy.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with chat. Democracy was a mistake. Why are we doing this? We should have just let Miguel take charge from the beginning.
Do we have Miguelists in government? You know, he's just sort of lurking in the background.
We have the ruling dynasty button as well, which is a pretty interesting one to highlight.
But we need a Miguelist. We need a Miguelist commander for this. Do we have any Miguelist commanders available? No. 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 No, he's a Republican though.
I feel like what we need right now is is less democracy.
Yes.
It's
too bad that we just have an intelligentsia king. Oh yes. So we have cholera. But you know what we can do? We can get rid of the king by giving him cholera.
Brilliant. Send them to Goa.
Yes, let's do it.
No, actually, this would be Diu, I think.
Oh,
it's in Gujarat, so it's one of the small coastal ones. So yeah, we're sending the king to Diu.
Okay. Does he get... Yes, he has tuberculosis.
Fantastic.
Now. Okay, good. Now he will die, and we'll get another intelligentsia king.
This is brilliant. He's in a regency for a year,
Yeah.
then is immediately sent on a trip to DU, gets tuberculosis, and I'm going to bet a coffee on him dying within 2 years. Yeah, bankruptcy seems a bit.
Well, historically, Portugal defaulted so many times historically, so
We're only trying to highlight the historical trajectory
Yes,
of
yes.
Portugal here.
but you know, soon we'll be able to give women property. Yes, okay, there we go. Now we don't need a legitimate government anymore, so let's hike taxes.
Fantastic.
And is there anything we can do?
Are we using some bad PMs right now, or
Let's see here. Let's look over our PMs. We can put sugar in people's coffee. Do we have coal?
Don't think we,
No, we don't
start
have
with
coal.
any.
We can do fertilizer. We can do fertilizer for one of our farms. We can privatize things. Let's privatize things. We can privatize things. This will fix everything.
I don't think we privatized anything so far, did we? Not
Oh.
even as part of the first one, or
I
the
have-
J.
Well, it's difficult to tell. I didn't check the privatization queue.
Yeah.
But let's privatize everything. Let's do Devorismo again. This will surely fix our problems.
This is brilliant. Why didn't we think of this before? Just sell out the country. What can go wrong?
I wish there was a privatize every. Well, it's called laissez-faire. Okay, we are now privatizing literally everything, and we have a decent amount of money in the investment pool. So fingers crossed, chat. Fingers. And yes, bankruptcy does fail regeneration. Bankruptcy or defaulting fails to regeneration. So we really don't want that. That would be bad.
Nor do we want the coup.
No, that's correct. And also, Spain is beating France. It's actually Britain in a Spain.
Wait, what were those war
code.
goals?
Let's see here.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yes, they really hate French Algeria.
The invasion of inner France over Luang Prabang. Little known historical incident.
I want paper. We desperately need paper, or else the state is actually going to die. So let's put some subventions on paper.
Good to see fans of Veronica Maggio in chat as well.
And let's put some export subventions on wine.
Aha, gun.
Yes,
We haven't really used gun much. We used it to
No.
blow up Gaza.
Yes,
and
let's actually finish them off. We need a war to
we should probably also see if we can't take Angoshe, the Swahili Sultanate in the north there.
Yes, let's just do a clean sweep of Mozambique.
Ah, we missed the chance to nab Congo. They've already
Ah,
fallen
shoot.
under British.
Yeah. Can we ask France for money? Let's completely sell ourselves out diplomatically, and let's ask France for money. How much money can we get?
Not
We
that
can
much.
Let's see here. Can we get 1,000 pounds?
Perhaps.
Ah, shoot.
Well, you can give them some more stuff, right?
Okay, plus 20 is fine, I think. Can we give them a monopoly on something?
Dolphus Mieg.
No, that's not good enough. Ooh, we can sell out our coal, and we can ask for more money for that.
We have coal? I wasn't even aware we had coal.
I didn't know either, but
Well, if we weren't aware of it to begin with, selling it off
Yep.
will mean basically nothing.
good money. We
Yeah,
have
yeah,
money
yeah.
now.
We haven't really contacted Veronica Maggio to ask her about the natural borders of France, but I'm sure she would be sympathetic to the French position.
We're also paying Brazil a lot of money, but we can't cancel that quite yet. But that's a lot of interest. Maybe we should build fewer universities.
It's like the candle meme all over again. Will someone please fix the national economy?
Look, if we keep... Do they have buildings we can privatize? Yes, okay. I have a great idea. Okay.
Right.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
We invade lots of countries and
Brilliant.
we privatize their assets to stave off our bankruptcy. Nobody has ever done this before. I think it's a
Aggressive
great idea.
devourism.
Yes.
Fantastic. Of course, there's also quite a lot of capital to be found in the small coastal Swahili Sultanate of Angoshi.
Yes. Is there any... Can we invade the Boer states?
They may be guaranteed by the British.
Hmm.
We'll see. But the Venda and
Their colony finishes in 600 days. That's pretty good.
I completely forgot about the fact that we were doing this.
Hmm.
The Oro Wine Company will truly transform the land.
Yes. Okay, minus... Okay, 5 legitimacy. Is there any...
Oh lord.
No.
Oh. Well.
We have an election soon, I hope. We do not have an election soon.
Haters will say that not prioritizing economic growth has had a negative impact
Yes.
on our country's economy. This is, of course, complete. This is not true. This
Yes.
is just lies. Opposition lies.
Yeah, this is a bit troublesome. What can we do? We can cut the military. We can also like make. We can also use less paper. Let's prioritize these paper mills.
If there's one thing that the army doesn't need when they're attacking a third party, it's guns, ammunition, and supplies. So I think you're completely right about this.
I would normally be all over this. But you know, I actually like this guy, so I'm just going to not bother the landowners.
How old is he now?
Why is he angry? What did we do to anger him?
Quite a lot of stuff.
oh my god, we have a lot of radicals. We need to do something. We need to.
Holy smokes!
Can we be less racist? Let's try being less racist.
Will this please them?
Let's see. Will this please the landowners? No, it'll just make them less angry. So what we can do instead, let's do cultural exclusion. And this will make them a bit happier, I hope. Yes, okay.
Brilliant.
But this will anger the
The
armed
Catholic,
forces.
the Catholic Church is a lost cause by this point.
Yeah. So we could. Oh, that's a lot.
Gold will save us.
Yes.
I don't know what it all happened so suddenly. We were doing swell, and out of nowhere, all this bad stuff started happening. We don't deserve this.
No, we don't. We need to regenerate, but not like this.
Yes.
We have authority. What can we use our authority for? How is the?
Brilliant. Wait, what is going on here?
I'm checking the Catholicism. Oh no, a bunch of animists are moving in. That's problematic. for
Oh
our
no, wait,
conversion.
is this slavery?
It's 31% Portuguese.
It's not slaves moving either.
No, why? This is confusing. What's going on here? Why are they becoming animist? Okay, that's very strange.
Okay.
We can tax fruit and we can tax. No, we can't do
No.
that. Liquor is gaining us no revenue. Let's.
That's also pretty.
Yeah.
Well,
Tax services.
oh, that's a bit apparently. What? Okay, right.
We can raise taxes.
We don't even use advanced. Well.
So let's finish building this paper mill, then let's stop constructing things. Do we have any political party we need to rig this election for? You know what? Let's look at the conservative. Okay.
The problem is they're bundled together with the Catholic Church. So we've got a really good guy in charge of the landowners, but
Yeah.
behind him stands a very, very angry priest.
Now the thing is that these guys' ideological incoherence is actually pretty low. So if we throw this election to the Regenerator Party, I think that will be fine.
Yes, I think
Okay,
we've
let's
pretty
do
much just given up on kind of.
Yeah.
I think what better way to conclude a stream than complete societal collapse. We flew too close to the sun. Or did we even do that? We didn't even fly that close to the sun.
I think where it's all started to go downhill was when we spent all of the money on building a new palace for the Queen.
But the Queen needed it.
Yeah, that is true. She didn't need it.
Yeah.
So we really
It wasn't
can't,
really a choice.
Yeah, we really can't be blamed for this.
No. It was an act of God.
Yes, but these guys are going to get 94% of the votes, so that should save our legitimacy. And now let's shut down construction. Now we have a paper mill.
Even with construction shut down,
yes.
we're barely
Okay.
breaking
We
even.
need cheaper wood. We need wood to be cheaper. Let's build some logging camps, and let's bring that to the front of the queue. Now, can we turn a surplus? Okay, we have a surplus like just for a second, so let's get one logging camp, and that should be good.
Can we sell ourselves out more for money?
Yes.
Britain would surely appreciate some.
Yes. Let's do that. Let's get a power block. Oh, why does Britain hate us?
Oh, that's
What?
they're protected even.
Why does Britain hate us?
Hover the thingamabob.
Let's see.
Diplomatic stance.
Uh
Ideological differences, right?
oh,
Wait, anti-British lobby. Is that strong?
let's see.
Anti-British League. It's full of the.
Just the land. Oh god.
Oh no!
And we have just been hit by a wine blight. So
Fantastic.
we're not going to spend more money on this.
No, you know what? Just screw it.
We can get devout
it's
approval.
only localized in Madeira. This
Yes.
is only Madeira.
We can get devout approval for this.
We can sacrifice Madeira on the national altar.
Okay. We can reduce the level of democracy in the country. We can de-democratize the country.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Yes, let's do that. So let's be less racist and then let's stop being democratic. That's good. Let's get some extra legitimacy.
Ah!
No! Oh, look at this uniform. This uniform's great.
That's pretty brilliant.
That is pretty cool. Let's keep this guy, and let's do we need those guys? Yeah, I think we need those guys. So let's not anger them further. Wow, we're really just like speedrunning every terrible decision a state can make.
Jesus Christ! Look at our income there.
Okay, we have more wood. Pause construction. Can we
Fantastic.
get? No. Let's cut wages. Yes, there. Surplus.
We fixed it. We won the
We
game.
have fixed.
We have won the game. It's not even 1860, and we've completely trashed the game. Oh no! Don't look at it. Oh no! It's getting worse. We won the game. No. Wait, how did that go? Oh, it's really bad now.
This is a
Jesus Christ.
problem.
This may be a little bit of a problem.
Who can we sell ourselves out to? Can we sell ourselves? Who are the great powers right now?
Who's more like us? We already sold ourselves out to the French, right?
To Brazil. Brazil likes us. So what we can do, no, there's nothing we can do. How about the USA? No. France. No. Russia? Yes, we can sell ourselves out to Russia for money.
What happened in Bavaria? Someone. Oh, that's not a lot of money. We're selling ourselves cheap. Oh wait, no wait. How much did you squeeze out of?
1.5k.
That's brilliant. That's exactly what we need. Okay, cross your fingers.
Money.
Brilliant.
Yes, all we had to do is sell out our economy to Russia completely.
Bavaria's looking suspiciously purple.
Yes, what's
but
going on
there's
here?
there's a bit of a holdout in the west. You can see on the Bavarian Rhine.
Yes, the German nationalists have risen up.
Fantastic. As you can see, we've completely fixed our economy now, and everything is fine. Good citizens, please return
Yes.
to your homes.
Yes. Do we have legitimacy? We have 40% legitimacy. That's the best we've got for a long, long while.
Entirely adequate.
Yes, entirely fine. We can form a new company.
Yes.
So, fun fact, this company was established by Salazar to fully corporatize the economy. Let's do it.
It's the closest you get to a Portuguese Saibatsu.
Yes. And let's give them extra... Oh, we can give them a lot of industry rights. Let's give them our food industries. And let's give the wine company trade rights. And we can't give them investment rights. Yeah, okay, that's the best we can do here. We can't get port wine, they're not prosperous enough. Maybe we can, maybe what we can do, we can increase export subventions on wine.
Yeah, are we taxing wine as well now?
Yes, we are. Okay, we have another, oh hey, we have an event from, China.
Fantastic.
So, can we say?
Do we want to encourage a public witch hunt?
Yes.
In these trying times?
Do we want to do a witch hunt? We do not want to anger our government interest groups. But you know what? We can suffer lower strata radicals because we are not dependent on any lower strata interest groups. So let's support them.
Fantastic. Forbidden love.
Louis Blanqui.
It's quite a Freudian slip there.
Louis de Braganza is really into a young woman, presumably from Macau. Let's see here. Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
Why not?
Why not?
Let's speedrun the fall of the monarchy. We're only doing this to showcase what revolution can look like
Yes.
on the Iberian Peninsula.
Do we like the peasants? No, we don't like the peasants. Okay. This is a problem.
Sure, it will be fine.
Oh, we're not realizing tax. Why? Oh, because we have a bunch of radicals everywhere. Yeah,
That's
that's a good answer.
minus 4.7 on subventions.
Oof. The subventions are sort of necessary to get our prosperity up, though. We want port wine.
We do want port wine, actually. So let's prioritize drink,
Yes,
and
yes.
let's prioritize drink and palaces, and surely the great masses of the Portuguese society will see that this is truly what matters.
Look, we're not bankrupt yet. So let's get to 100% prosperity, and maybe selling port wine can pull us out of bankruptcy.
What can go wrong?
Can we like try to get it? No, Britain hates us for some reason. Can we just sell everything and say, please, no, our loans are too massive for Britain to bail us out. That's a problem. So, what if, like, what's the...
Almost.
Let's just like totally asset strip our country and see how much money we can get out of this.
Oh. Whoa. Could just give them some colonies, perhaps.
Yes, we could do that. Let's give them Guinea. That's a good trade. Let's give them Sao Tome and Principe. Okay.
They don't quite seem to be respecting the real value of these colonial holdings.
Yeah, we're really selling everything for cheap. No. Okay. I think that's a decent... we can probably get more money for this.
Fantastic.
Okay.
We've fixed the economy.
That almost fixes the deficit.
Oh, almost. Crap. Okay.
We have a famine now.
Fantastic. Where is it? Casablanca. Sell it.
Yes, let's sell it to Britain. Sell it. They don't want it. Why don't they want it?
Oh. Sell it to the French. It should be... they should have a desire for it. Yes.
Yes, they want it. Okay, how much money can we get for it?
This is very funny because, like, even though we ended the devourism journal entry quite early, we never did quite end it, did we?
No, they don't want it for. They just want it for free. We're not going to give it up for free. We still have some pride.
We do. And if that means starving some poor people without access to a port, then so be it.
We need a loan.
We need quite a lot of things. Aha!
Oh, we have port wine now. Look at this.
Again, going back to what we set out at the beginning of the video to do, I think, and if we look at the time now, actually, this is very good timing.
Yes.
Because we are about to end the stream with a great victory for the Portuguese nation. Whoa. And we can look at our many achievements, such
Yes.
as
Such as bankruptcy.
that's we're not bankrupt. We have a healthy economy, and we have just introduced port wine to the wider international market.
Let's take a look at the world market to see how our sales of port wine are doing. We have 41% of the world market. That's pretty good.
That is pretty
Yeah,
good.
that is pretty good.
And on that note,
Yes.
should we call it a day?
Yes, let's call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure. Don't play like this.
Yeah. We look forward to all of you performing great miracles with the Portuguese economy in the DLC to come. Well,
Goodbye.
goodbye.